eco here. All right, so now we've got Crisp over here by Arch, and now it's Colin J pushing the smoke, does find Jubby, and he finds the second as well. Tim goes down, it's Colin J, 665, looking for the third. Out in Boiler, it's Rossboats who finds the kill. Ardia goes down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Entry Point Esports Placement Matches Day 2. I am your host, Crash, and I will be joined later by A-Trax. Right now he's taking the dog out, and it is so great to be back in CS. We've got Spidey observing, and I am so happy to be a part of Entry Point Esports this season. And right now we've got one of the placement matches. I do not remember which tier this was, but we've got Crisp, Dova, Saken, Rossboats, and Colin J, 665 on Team Saken. And then Team Ardia's got Atlas, Jubby, Ardia, Tim, and Foss. And now we've got a lot of stuff going on. Saken trying to find it. He does find Atlas's head, peeking up on top of the barrel. He's going to try another spray, just barely getting the pixel. Tim takes one as well. Now, minute 34 left to go on the round. Dova looks like he's getting antsy. He wants to push mid. He knows it's a B execute. Crisp finds two through the smoke. And now, here we go. They are going to begin the execute. Bomb doesn't make it. It's Jubby. Bomb does make it. It's Tim. And he gets shut down. A very quick eco round from the T side. Gets shut down with utmost efficiency. Only losing one. And that was Saken. So, you know, this is just one of those situations where you just kind of want to put yourself out there, right? We've got a draft coming up. All of these guys are really looking at putting their best foot forward for the general managers, for the scouts of all of the teams to try and get themselves drafted to a championship winning squad. And it's going to be so much fun to watch. I'm super excited. Inferno's one of my favorite maps, and we are just ready to get into it. Rossboats Molly down mid. Not a bad start. Foss has an AK, swaps to left-handed, swings, doesn't quite get there. Remember, they got to try and take a little bit of map control here. Now up onto balcony. Foss misses the jump. Atlas makes the jump now, clearing Boiler. Nothing there. Atlas, does he check his right side? Oh, he's going to walk right into it. It's Colin. Colin looks away. He does see him. Now he takes the shot, takes the AK as well. Atlas is the first to fall in this round, and Colin J kicks it off with a beautiful spray. Again, that's why you got to be very disciplined, clearing your corners. Again, you've got to be aware of where you're visible from. Tim goes down to a smoke spray from Dova. And now the T side again pushed into a losing position. Make it even worse. Colin J, double kill in the round, takes the head off of Foss. Gonna put a flash out in Halls to boot. Just under a minute left to go, and I think this is just going to be a save from the T side. They are in very aggressive positioning for a save. It looks like Ardia wants to try and make this work. He does see one, but he doesn't take the opportunity. He hesitates, and that costs him. Does find one. It's Dova. And now swings out a Boiler. He's got a second. Ardia on a roll. Could potentially swing this round back in his team's favor. There's one man to beat. It's Colin J. Jubby drops him. Now it's a 2 versus 2. This was a 2 versus 5 at one point, and with 30 seconds to spare, this bomb's getting planted. Now it's Saken and Crisp. Crisp from Arch finds Ardia. Very quick spray, and now it's Jubby 2-2-1 in the 2v1. He's crouch walking. He knows he's got to be careful of that guy, Arch. He does see him. He knows he's being shot through the barrels. 13 HP. Just barely keeps it from getting lit up. And the bomb, about 20 seconds left on the timer. Now, flashes out. Trying to dodge it is Crisp, and he gets it while blind through the wall. Jubby goes down, hits the floor. He never stood a chance. Crisp wins yet another round for Team Saken. Sorry, I could hear duplicated audio there for a second. That's why I went quiet. But anyway, now we get back underway. 4 seconds left in the buy phase. Again, the CTs are sitting pretty right now. We've got, looks like 4 AKs and a Galil on, yeah, no, that is an AK. 5 AKs on the T side. Minute 48 as we watch the opening rollouts here. And again, map control, big part of Inferno is just getting that bracket control right. One of the things that these GMs are looking out for is how well do these guys work together while not knowing each other super duper well. And frozen screen for a second, we're all good. Minute 32, no damage has been exchanged, but no lives lost yet. And now we've got another gunfight raging in apartments. Flash comes out, nothing comes of it. Ross Peace does find one, it's Ardia. Tries to find a second, he gets too greedy. Rossboats goes down, it's Foss for the trade. And now Dova tries to refrag, finds one, he doesn't have enough bullets. He's going for the pistol, he wants it, he knows he can get it, but now he runs away, and it's Jubby and Tim left to pick up the pieces of what could have been a good round for the T side to get back on. Minute 5 left to go now. Tim does find Dova, and we've got another frag in apartments, just barely getting away with his life is Colin J. Sakin making his way down. Banana, the walls are closing in on the T side. They've got to be careful. Chubby missed him. He was on your screen. Oh, and Colin's letting him walk right by. Tim does see the barrel, though. He's called him out, and now he does take him out. Headshot, quick shot from the balcony. And now it's Sakin trying to make his way up mid. They're not going to expect him coming from here, and Tim goes down as a result. Those mental timings are so important to develop as a player. Knowing where guys could be and when is absolutely massive. Chubby blinds himself, swings out, and Sakin, absolutely no problem for him as the CTs make it 5-0. Whew, what a round. I mean, again, the T's just have not been able to get any map control or any momentum. They've lost every opening fight so far, and that has just not been to their benefit in the slightest. I think we may see him try to do a B execute here, but we'll see how things go as we watch the opening rollouts. Ross Boats got that flash. He's going to try and go mid with it. Frag and Banana just barely bounces off the half wall, tries to get some sprays. Atlas has died there once before. Fooled me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Flash blind Sakin, he dips back, and now Tim's got him with the Galil. Sakin goes down, and that is an AK on the floor. Very important for the T's to keep that out of the CT's hands. Crisp trying to see what he can see over this box. He might see Atlas walking around. Nade clears the smoke for a second. Now they hear Crisp drop, so they know that he is in new box. Right, or excuse me, now they know that he is in oranges. The question is how they get rid of him. Crisp finds one, but that is all he needed to do. Now he's made it a 3 versus 4. At the very least, somewhat winnable for his team. Looks like Rossboat's going through. Church will find Atlas, but Ardia will take Dova as a result. Finds another at new box. Rossboat's going absolutely insane so far. Quick double kill. And we've got 32 seconds left on the bomb. Colin J, 665, making his way up. Banana flash is too far. They're spraying. Tim does take him down, and now it's Rossboat. 1 versus 2. He knows where one is. Does find one. And now he knows the other is Banana. Taps the defuse. That's going to force Tim. Has to respect that. He does swing out, and he does find the headshot. Rossboats hits the deck. Could not complete the clutch. And Tim, with 3 HP to spare, will get the T side their first round. Man, these guys are going absolutely insane. But the T side desperately needed that round. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, that was awful. I don't know what came over me right there. But anyway, now that we are headed in, a minute 47 left to go. Flash mid. Rossboats has been locking it down all day long. That Molly's going to have perfect timing too. Sakin taxed a little bit of damage. And Rossboats' shoulder got steamed, and Sakin's got 2 in Banana. What an incredible double kill from Sakin. And now that puts the T's in an even worse position because now they have no Banana control, and Colin J's just made things worse. Atlas loses his head from his shoulders. Rossboats does get killed, but Dova trades. And now it's Foss all alone in a 1 versus 4. Does find one from corner, will not find 2. Dova is there, takes the kill, and now it'll be 6-1 for the CTs. An absolute steamroll so far. But with MR12, you know, the relatively recent addition of MR12 with the release of CS2, things can change in a heartbeat. We'll see how it goes, though. I tell you, I cannot wait for Atrax to get back. Let me tell you.
Wait no longer.
Oh my goodness, he's right there.
He's here. The dog went potty. We're here for Counter-Strike.
Hell yes. Minute 40 left to go, and we see a big-time A-rush. Dova sprays through the smoke. He doesn't find anything. Atlas takes one with the Tech 9, and now the CT's plans have been thoroughly ruined. Dova just retreating back into brackets here. Back under porch. Sees one for a second. Sees the planner. Does take him out, but the bomb does go down. 40 seconds in the round. No matter how you slice it, Dova finds another. It's Ardia. And Colin J picks up Foss. It's Atlas and Jubby with a FAMAS and a Tech 9. And Jubby just went down. It's Atlas with a Tech 9. Can he do it all alone? Finds 2. Now picks up the rifle. It could be a miracle. Finds a 3rd. Oh my goodness. Atlas. There's no way. 20 seconds left on the bomb. Crisp has to push, but he's absolutely terrified. He's just watched 3 of his friends hit the deck with no explanation. Atlas still full health. M4A1S and plenty of utility. Can't get it done. Crisp. Does he have time? It's going to be so close. Cross your fingers and toes. He's got
Oh
it!
my goodness.
Unbelievable scenes here on Entry Point Esports. Unbelievable round to come back to Atrax. Wow. What a play from Atlas. Regardless of anything, that round was so expensive for the CTs. That is definitely a dub for the T side, no matter how we slice it. Atrax, good to see you again, man.
It's good to see you too, and it's good to see this Wednesday night Counter-Strike being so close despite the score being not. I mean, rounds, look, that's what you expect from placements. Rounds being super close, rounds being loose. We see this mid-smoke here, but 2 players to receive it. And Crash, 4 players up in the alt apps. Colin J gonna swing it.
Ooh. And Colin J does go down. You're absolutely right. But again, that apps and banana control is so very crucial to getting brackets control. That's the team's entire objective right now. Dova does find one. They're trying to spray him down. He almost lives through that flashbang. But Artie and Foss clean up the A site, and it's Crisp all alone. And you can see how one successful eco can lead to a steamroll, right? I know this is only their second round, and they're going to get a maximum of 5. But just hear me out here, right? I mean, that eco just set them up completely, because now that they've won this round and Crisp is just going to go into a save here, the economy for the Ts is great, and the economy for the CTs is not going to be good. That loss bonus does not stack up as easily when you've been winning so many rounds in a row.
And especially for the T side, you know, I mean, maybe you switch over, you know, but I mean, Crisp, he's got this AK, he's 12-1, he's firing off. You know, but I don't know. I personally, in Pugs, Inferno T side feels a little restricting. Oh, Crisp, he's gonna swing, get one.
Oh, he almost got the transfer. That would
So
have been incredible.
close. Trying to remove the rifles and trying to, you know, maximize the impact as much as possible, because look, you're up 7-2 and you get that round, but to deny those AKs, it's super important. But I was just going to say, you know, at least personally, CT side, you got to win as many rounds as possible. 7-5 half. If the T side starts really surging here, they can certainly bring it back, and they're not out of this map yet. Colin J gonna get some contact towards apps. We see 3 players still here towards A. It's an interesting choice. I wonder if that's just because the B site, look at that, taking down one, Dova with another. I mean, the CT side is just so suffocating, you know?
Yeah, they've been keeping the clamps on the T side all game long, and all that momentum that they just built up has fizzled out into nothingness. Colin J makes it worse. Quick flash out to mid now. He's going to try and spray through that smoke jump. He's got to fight 2 guys at once, and it is going to be a problem for him. Finds 1, not 2. Dova trades him out quick, and now it's Tim in a 1 versus 3. He's paranoid of banana presence, and he is right to be paranoid. Oh, he could have them both. He does! And now it's a 1 versus 1. He does have to go get the bomb. It's lower mid. He knows it, and Dova knows it. It's going to be man-to-man, gun-to-gun. Dova's 39 HP, has plenty of utility, but it is not going to matter. Oh. Dova! Quick headshot did not give him a chance, and he plants him into the ground, pile drives him, and it's now 8-2.
And I just want to point out, I know I said CT side dominating, but this is the second round in a row that the A1S has been on the T side. They're having to pick up these guns so frequently because, again, Inferno, it's so suffocating. If you get off to this like solid start, Crisp 13-2, Dova 12-6, just insane KDs from these players. And I know it's Pug, but look at this B shove from the T side. It's going to work out for once.
He rings it out. First kill. Now Chris has to answer. He answers 1 and 2. He will take 2. That's the job of the B anchor. Just take 2 and put us in a winnable spot. And this is very winnable for the CTs. The Ts now have to play this perfectly. Bomb is going down in Fountain. Rossboat's already making his way through Church this time. He's going to be fast. And Jubby was not ready for it. I can't tell if it's Jobby or Jubby. But now Colin J making his way up Banana. Foss trades. It's Rossboats who goes down, and Colin J jumps up. That was his mistake. Now it's Dova 1v2. Op is still on the ground in Church. The Ts have to remember that if they do win this round. Dova knows there's 1 oranges, knows there's 1 new box, takes the oranges, man, and now knows where the last one is. He is going to run. He's going to spam, try and make his way through. Can he get it? He's almost out of bullets. The nade might do it. He almost has it. He just needs 1 more shot. There's no time. Ardia takes him down. What a fight. Oh, my goodness.
And this
Ardia
is
will dive the
exactly
bomb.
what you want to see from the T side. Do not give up. It is currently 8-3. You can make it 8-4. Bring it back on the CT side. This is Pugs. Oh my goodness. This is the Counter-Strike I love to see on a Wednesday night, Crash.
Absolutely. Wednesday night Counter-Strike, make no mistake, it's the best night for it. You know, it's kind of like that old adage, you don't buy a car that was built on any other day other than Wednesday. Because Monday, Tuesday, you're still hungover from the weekend, and Thursday, Friday, you're looking forward to the weekend too much to be focused on work. But these guys, they're right in the middle, and they know exactly where they need to be and what they need to do. Foss finds a kill through the smoke. Dova, he's going to take this Apps push head on. Can he be the man that his team needs him to be? It's a good start with one. Won't get the second. Ardia trades him out. Now Colin J walking through the smoke. This absolute madman. Smoke criminal. Finds the kill. Colin J, an absolute animal. Houdini-like antics, and Ardia answers back. He'll find two with the AK, and now it's Crisp in a 1 versus 2 after finding one from Apps. He finds the second. It's Chubby. Crisp could absolutely answer here. It's Titan versus Titan, the best 2 players on each team, Ardia and Crisp. He's got to try and go. He's expecting Pit, and he does take him down. Crisp with a 3K in the round ends the half, and he'll make it 9-3. Unbelievable game from Crisp so far. And man, we've got absolute cinema on our hands here on Inferno.
You're absolutely right. And now switching over to the CT or the T side, excuse me, the question is, can Crisp keep up this dominant performance? Dova also as well, 14-8. Doing well. Saken, I got to shout him out. My former teammate, 6-10, but still throwing some punches. Now the question is, can Team Saken keep this up on the T side? We mentioned it earlier, being suffocating. Team Artia getting a couple of rounds towards the latter half. And you see the KD spread a little closer than more on the Team Saken T side. Foss, the last few rounds were good to him, but let's players go. Jubby, look at that. All of them are up short, Crash.
Crisp does find 2. That could have been an absolutely insane play if he pulled it off Tim. Now the walls are closing in. Nothing he could do. Colin J rips his head off with a Glock, and Ardia sick 1-tap onto Dova, and now it's a 2 versus 3. This retake is doable. Already finding another one certainly helps. Ross Boats goes down, and now it's Atlas making his way up short, and he does take it. Now
Jay unsuspecting.
He's just got to try and find the kill. Atlas and Ardia together close in on Crisp, and the CTs will take the pistol round.
And that's what you want to see if you're on the CT side. Keep up the momentum. This is placements, but regardless, I mean, look, you could be put in this scenario in a regular league match. Do you have the tenacity to come back from it? That's what the scouts are looking for. And so far on the pistol side, the answer is yes.
Absolutely. I remember talking to a GM one time about what he looks for most in these placement matches. And you know what he told me? He told me, I like winners. I look at win percentage. If you are on teams that win consistently, you are a good player. And that is exactly what he's looking for. Guys want winners, and Atlas certainly a winner today. He'll find 2, trying to get the third, does get the dink, but nothing more. Atlas does go down, but it's a fair trade indeed. Chubby finds Ross Boats up Banana. And do they turn back now that they realize they've taken 1 from the A site? Tim trying to find the second. Crisp is there, trying to single-handedly tear this team apart. 23-4 here in this game.
And look at what that kill does, Crash. It forces the CT side to split up. All alone is Foss on this A side. Gets 1, though.
Ooh, baby. It's looking good for him. Now, 2 versus 1. Does get a lot of damage with the MP9. Dova's trying his best. He's 14-9, trying to take this W. He's just barely going to escape. He's fighting both of them. They're dancing around each other. And Ardia will take him to the wall, but not before he kills Foss. So again, another very expensive round for the CTs. That could potentially prove a problem if they lose the next one.
Well, and you're right, Crash, but look at that. The CT side does have a full buy versus Team Saken on the T side, which has kind of a rough buy. We got some Galils, we got some Tech 9s. There are possibilities. Dova switches over to the MAC-10 and a Molotov. We'll have to see where he decides to throw that, but CT side does have the advantage monetary and weapon-wise. We'll have to see what they decide to do. Team Saken leaning towards Apps. Jubby, taken off guard.
Yeah, Colin J. I've played with this guy for a long, long time. If there's one thing I know about him, he is the embodiment of aggression and speed, and he shows it again right there. Just absolutely ruthless Tech 9 rush and puts the CTs down a man immediately. They've got 3 guys here on the A site, though. It seems they've correctly guessed where the Ts want to go here. That's also very, very important. IGLing is very, very difficult. Let's not try and swing it any other way. So getting a correct guess like this on the CT side is going to be absolutely massive if they can pull it out. Oh, Foss. That could have been a great peek, but he accidentally flashed himself. Now with a minute to go, do the Ts commit to this push, or do they try and regain banana control?
Unsure, but look at that. All of them leaning towards A, and Foss over on this SMG will farm one. Unfortunately, Tim can't get the other. That means the A site is officially open.
Oh, man. And now, with the plant going down 3 versus 4, you have to wonder if the CTs, knowing what their money situation is like, do they just save this? Atlas gets one. It looks like they're going to press here from long, and Dova finds his kill. And now Foss goes down, and Atlas gets dinked. This is not looking good. Ardia trades. So now it's 2 versus 2. Bomb is on the site, and the Ts are nowhere to be found. Colin J's the closest one here in apps. He has been seen. Ardia is now expecting him. Crisp. Oh, this is a deadly flank. He sees one, and their backs are turned. Colin J finds Ardia. Atlas, the smoke diffuse! He can't get there. Crisp, just barely in the nick of time, takes him out. And Team Saken is on double digits.
Double digits, and look at the monetary value of the CT side. They are completely broken, Crash. I mean, what do you even do? Do you force buy? Do you light buy and then you go into next, but you're 11-5? Like, oh, it's a tough decision. And I know it's placements, but like, you try and fight for every round, you know?
Yeah, with the loss bonus currently being 1900 and the money of players like Jubby in this situation, it's just a force, right? We have to get that loss bonus up. We'll just see what we can get, and it seems that they have agreed. It seems they have disagreed, and looks like they're just going to go Deagle Eco here. So I'm not sure what Jubby's going to do next round, but we'll see how it works out for him. Minute 27, B execute beginning. Foss finds one with a Deagle. Incredible shot. Now he's going to try and find a second. Sees Dova through the cardboard. He finds a second, and Ardia pushes the smoke, nearly takes down Dova. And now it's Jubby and Foss. Foss is still a problem here. They have to respect the capability of that Deagle. Minute left to go. They do take him down, and now I think they realize that the site is clear. They are going to start planning. The CTs have done a decent amount of damage to the Ts, but with the bomb plant money as well as the kills, I don't see this really affecting their economy that much.
Yep, and I think if you're Jubby, you're genuinely just trying to find an AK, an A1S, an A4, something to save. You see that there's one here on Banana. Can you get the Deagle? You can, but I mean, you're 13 HP. Like, you really want to save something, because again, with the loss bonus, I know you've got some, but like, the buy is skimpy. Tim G, maybe you can buy a armor without like a head armor. You can buy an SMG. Foss going for the op, going big or going home. And I know 12 and 15, I genuinely don't think that the scoreline works for this player, because I've seen last few rounds, Foss has had some good impact. Going for the glass cannon op, let's see what Foss can do.
He's already taken damage from an HE, and I wanted to point out earlier in that last round, that was such a great usage of the HE grenade. Even though he didn't win the gunfight, he still lowered the enemy enough to where it was an easy cleanup for the kill for his teammate. That's going to definitely get him some points in the support column from any scouts watching this game. Minute and a half left to go. Atlas takes down Saken at the cost of 65 of his own HP, and now the degradation of his armor. Foss making his way over with the AWP. Nothing much he can do with the smoke being where it is. He's got to stand on that railing. Go stand on that railing. You can see over the smoke just barely. Jubby is in apps. I think he's seen one. He knows that they're coming back to A. He knows they've rotated off, and now the Ts know that the CTs know. And now so Foss trying to get over there as fast as he can. It looks like he is going to make it to Winery in time. And Atlas pushing back on Banana. Dova can't find the exit kill. Now 3 versus 4. The Ts looks like they're going to commit to this execute. Bomb going through apps. It's on Crisp's back. Tim alone with an MP9. Foss finds one. It's Colin J. Now Tim plucks Crisp out of the air. And now it's Ross Boats all alone on short. Can he pull off the miracle, or does Team Ardia get another round? He swings, and Foss puts him into the dirt.
solid op shot. And again, if you are a Team Artia fan, if you know any of these players, this is exactly what you want to see. These are the rounds that you need to win. I know it's 6-11, but this is the CT side of Inferno. And I mean, look, if you're Jackpot, if you're somebody else who knows how to call this map, then good for you. But look, the T side, again, can be so suffocating. And we see now here, Artia throwing this utility down B. Looks like a full rush towards A. Apartments very secure for the T side, and Chris getting a kill onto Jabby.
Yep, and look again, they killed one on the B site, so now they're going to start rotating guys over. Now A site is severely under-defended. Tim doing his best with the AK, finds one, finds two. Does he find the third? No, he does not. Dova there to make the play. Now taking the timing shot through Boiler to no avail. Minute 16 left to go, and the bomb has yet to reach the bomb site. It's on Dova's back. He's got to get out of mini pit, and swinging is Colin J through the smoke. Atlas makes him pay. That aggression, it's such a double-bladed sword. It's such a double-edged sword if it backfires. Now his team is down a man. Crisp, they know it's on the B site. They know it's a 1v2. They're going to push this. They're going to flash out of the smoke. One down. Trying to find a second. False with a quick scope of a lifetime. Shades of the intervention from Modern Warfare 2, and he defuses the bomb with plenty of time to spare.
Aren't placements entertaining? 7-11 off of the back of a defuse because you knew that the player remaining was B. Oh my goodness. I love the counter-strike that we're getting, and I hope Team Artia can continue on this trend. They've got 4 A1Ss and an AWP against some A1Ss, some Galils, some MAC-10s, an MP9, or excuse me, a Tech-9. I mean, oh my god. I love the Counter-Strike that we're getting here, Crash. And look in this. Colin J already up car, but the CT smoke it off.
Absolutely. It's been an incredible game so far. Watch Atlas! He's got wall hacks. There's no way. He finds one through the smoke. Minute 27 left to go. And Artia now back up on this Coffin's position. Crisp taking apps. Looks like he's being fairly patient about it so far. Doesn't look like he's quite wants to commit. Now he's burned in the molly. And whew, let me tell you, Tim is very lucky to get away alive. Jubby will not be getting away alive. He was sitting kind of in an exposed position in balcony. And now Saken finds one on B. This changes things. Look how under-defended this B site is. It's a 1 versus 3. They were expecting A and got nothing there. The CTs guessed wrong, and now they have to try and rotate with very, very little time to spare. They stopped the plant, which is interesting, and that gives Foss some time to maybe try and disrupt things. They're going to force him to plant default, and he won't get it down. Artia takes down Saken, now 2 versus 3, and the bomb is not ticking. Tim takes down Crisp across the map, and it's Colin J left alone in pit.
And that Tim versus whoever it was is so huge, and Artia with the final kill. Because if that flank comes in, that makes the round a little bit more awkward, 2 versus 2. But again, that A lurk, and by both players, honestly, like you see the mind games coming in late in. Now Team Artia 8-11, they've got some money, and they're putting Team Saken on the back foot, and you just see the mind games back and forth. It's placements. There's all sorts of this random stuff going on. Foss looks to aim mid with the op, doesn't see anything, and again, the T side on kind of a whack buy. They're just on pistols, Crash.
Yes, they are, and they are not afraid of anything. Tim now has his work cut out for him. It's easy to kill a man with a pistol, but it's not easy to kill 4 men with pistols. Tries to find one, does get the transfer, now finds the second. Dova trades him out, and Rossboat will find Jubby elsewhere. Now 3 versus 3, make it 3 versus 2. Atlas tears the head off of Rossboat. Crisp finds Artia, and Atlas will trade out for Dova. Now 1 versus 2, and it's Crisp alone with a Tech 9 armor and 52 HP to spare. Minute 10 left to go. Bomb is down in pit. I don't think they realize it, and now he is expecting resistance but finding none. He knows that AK is in pit. That's been called out by his teammates, but he won't reach there now. He had his chance and he didn't take it, and Foss tries to get the taps, but he won't get there. Now Chris has this AK. HE not able to do the trick. He's got 8 HP in a dream and 47 seconds to make it come true. They're both
and he has the bomb, but look at that. Both CTs, they're aiming towards this. They know he's here, Crash.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so tight. They do find him. Foss with the M4 will take him down. I almost said op, that's not an op. He looks like he is going back to get the op though. And look at that. That's such an intelligent play from Foss. That's how you know he has very high game sense, because he knew that the op was a downside in that situation. So he found the nearest rifle, swallowed his pride, picked it up, and won his team the round. That's absolutely huge. And now Saken is taking his team's timeout. Or his team's first timeout.
And it's a good call, Crash, because as Koivan the second, excuse me, called, I mean, what do you even call in this map? Like, now if your team's Saken, what do? You've tried stacking B, you've tried stacking A. Neither have really worked. I don't know, man. Like, it's placements. There's like a little bit of team synergy you're trying to form, but you're playing on Inferno, which is very heavily CT sided. And again, I agree with this call out of the timeout. You just want to talk it over, maybe even 2 timeouts, and just really like think about it. What do you want to do? What sort of set play do you want to run against this CT side? Because they're currently winning again, and you don't want to throw this lead. I mean, we're at 9-11. If you lose one more, the money, yeah, maybe you can buy because you've got the loss bonus, but even so, you're looking at double digits from Team Artia, which you were at an 8-4 half. You should be like mad crushing this side. But even so, we'll have to see what they decide out of the timeout. They've clearly got the opportunity to talk about it. Team Artia has as well. And look at that. Foss already getting aggressive mid with the op.
Absolutely. No damage came of it, but that does not mean he won't try again. Now, utility going into Boiler. And one other thing that you see a lot of times in these games, right, is that guys, especially on maps like Inferno, where map control is so important on so many different areas, guys will burn their utility so fast that they have nothing left for site retakes and for just taking in general, right? All this opening utility, it's a lot, right? So, and you can see the CTs have already worn down their supply. Only 3 HEs and 1 Molotov remaining, but Foss says, I don't need utility. I just need 1 shot, and he drops Colin J with a quick op shot to the back. And 1:06 left to go. Crossboats and Tim both standing right next to each other. And I don't think they've seen Tim in this spot before.
And Crash, you mentioned... No. Oh, never mind. Tim with the kill.
Tim's got 1. Foss misses. Crisp takes him down through the wall, but Atlas is able to get the spray through the smoke. And with a scout, Dova has Saken. Look, he's taking B. He's going to try and push through Arch, but it's not going to happen. Flashbang going in. Dova's ready. Do they suspect it? They do suspect it, and they are ready. Bomb is dropped, and now it's Saken to try and pick up the pieces. They're not ready for him to be in this position. He's in Speedway. All it takes is 1, and he does have that 1. Now he's got unfiltered access to the bomb. As long as he is able to make it happen through Arch. 20 seconds left. He's got to make up his mind. What is he going to do? Is this a save, or are you going to go for this? 15 seconds now. You really have to make up your mind. He had a smoke the whole time. That's such a blunder. 10 seconds left. He's not going to have time. There's no way.
There's no way. And you have $500 Saken.
Oh my goodness.
You better not die. Look at that, Tim. He's really close. Yeah, you got time though.
Barely makes it. Oh no, what a blunder. He had a smoke the whole time. All he had to do was smoke Arch, grab the bomb, and run. Oh,
but Crash, this is what I was talking about earlier. Look at Atlas, Tim G, and Foss. They have over $8,000, both of them, and they've already bought the weapons. They've got the utility. They're at 10 rounds. They can bring this back, and this is the important part of placements. What tenacity do you have? Foss with an op on Dova, who's one of the heavy hitters for Team Saken.
Yep, absolutely taking that man out of the fight with no more question. He had a full belt too. That's such a hit for the T side, but Colin J answers back, finds one with the MAC-10 and picks up the AK as a result. That's another AK out of the CT's hands. That's definitely a small win here for the T side. 1:20 to go. And now, oh, look at this. They've done masterfully. That 1 kill pulled everyone over, and now they're going to get a free bomb plant. But the problem is 2 of their teammates are on the A site. This is still a very doable retake. Crisp gets dinked through the smoke. Oh, no. He's 29.
Oh.
And Ross Bones tries to find one on the rotate.
No.
Get there. They're both going to go down. The site's completely undefended. We've got a guy bottom mid. half the time off the bomb now. They're going to start trying to get this defuse. Chris smoked off, trying to find what he knows is planted default.
So
Artie is
close.
going to stick it. There's nothing he can do. And the CTs have tied it up at 11. And Atlas is going to take Crisp after time. Oof, that is rough. Rough
Look,
indeed.
I know you've got loss bonus, but the CTs can literally buy they can full buy the rest of this half. If you are on Team Sakit, you need to do something somewhere now. You need to bust at B. You need to bust at A. You need to get these opening picks. You need to put some pressure on Team Artia because right now they are putting the pressure on you.
Absolutely. Right now, Team Saken is playing to not lose, but Team Ardia, they are playing to win. Aggression, speed, flying to the objectives. And with 1:35 to go, we see things kind of slow down a bit. A lot of these rounds have been super quick. Now things are going to slow down. Looks like they're just going to do a full-on B execute. The H-Team doesn't do any damage. Saken gets one. Jubby trades, and Crisp will trade as a result. Now 3 versus 4. This retake's going to be difficult for Team Ardia, especially considering the positioning. Got 2 coming from mid. Tim cannot decide where he wants to rotate from, but that's a good start. Atlas with a gorgeous shot on Dova. My goodness. And now the flash coming. He's gonna try and get there. He does see one. Sandbags takes him down as well. Foss has a kill. It's a 1 versus 3 for Crisp with 7 HP. He knows that 1 is Church. He's got to find it. He does, but he will not get the second. Tim is there to make the play. And look at this match point for Team Ardia. They were down 9-3 at the half. And with 1 pistol round, that is all it has taken for them to take the lead.
Watch this game and tell me Inferno isn't CT sided. Oh my goodness. And again, I've said it multiple times, but this is exactly what we want from Wednesday Night Counter-Strike, especially what we've got on the stream. We are 12-11. It is full buy, well, half buy if you're CT or if you're Saken side. Look, we got a couple of people low on utility there versus the full buy versus Team Artia. And oh my goodness, they are on the hot seater right now. They brought back this 4-8 half to 12-11, looking for match point, and early utility goes down, and so does Jubby.
Yep, Jubby dies on Banana. Saken has made his way up. That smoke is not as good. Leaves the gap. Saken could have killed him right there if he had been peeking, but Ardia playing passive. Foss finds one through the smoke to even it out now. 4 versus 4 with 1:15 to go. Crisp now making his way out of Absent onto balcony. He's going to try and kill one on the rotate, but they're already falling all over the B site. The rotates for Team Ardia have been their downside, but it doesn't seem to have affected them as much. Saken finds one. I thought that he killed him while jumping. That would have been crazy. Tim takes down Crisp. Now 3 versus 3. With some CT reinforcements inbound. Foss doesn't need him. He's going to do it all by himself. 2 kills in the church. 3 in the round. Does he make it 4? No, he doesn't. Dova tries to get the transfer. Won't make it happen. No overtime. Ardia ends it here. And now, what a game we've just watched.
What an absolute comeback crash. Oh my goodness. I'll be honest. I will own it. I did not think it was going to happen. Shout out to all the players on Team Artia for bringing back that 4-8 half to 13-11. Oh my goodness. I mean, just crazy Counter-Strike here. There's so much to unpack. And I mean, it's placements. So we like half take stock in, yes, these players are trying really hard. They want to get on teams, but also like it's placements. So it's not like the regular season. Like you're not on a full team yet. Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I wanted from Wednesday Night Counter-Strike. Shout out to Team Artia and the tenacity that they have for this comeback.
Absolutely. It cannot be understated. I think the main turning point in this game was Foss. Foss getting the AWP in his hands. When he got the AWP in his hands, he was 12 and 14, right? He finished the game 22, 18, and 11 with 108 ADR. Him getting that AWP in his hands absolutely flipped the script for Team Ardia, and it shows on the scoreboard. Absolutely incredible game from everybody that played. And while we try to find the next one, we're going to send you guys to a short break.
Go.
Welcome back, everybody, to Entry Point Esports Placement Match Night 2. It's Wednesday. We got more Counter-Strike going on for you. It's a step above what we were streaming earlier. We were streaming Guardian. Now we're streaming Global. These players have got the strategy. Juicy Louie out long, trying to get a kill, and does while blind. Chigator with 2 and Hunter immediately with the trade. Newbie all alone in the 1v3. My name is Atrax and I am joined by Spidey. Unfortunately, the Epic Caster Crash could not join us for this match. That's okay. If you want to see Crash's epic casting, go check back earlier in the VOD. Right now, again, I'm Atrax. This is Spidey. We're casting Global Dust 2 placements here on Wednesday night. We're keeping the content going, and Team Pancake looking to go 5-1 here on Dust 2 against Newbie, who has the bomb and an empty B site. Interesting. A minute left on the clock. Could plant the bomb. Decides to go lower. We'll have to see what happens here. The world is their oyster. Newbie currently 4-4. Looking to make it 5-4. Swings under the scope. Gets the shots, but unfortunately 2 players peeking long. The smoke does go out, but that smoke gonna get naded. And Newbie gets the kill through the smoke. Does expect another. Here's the shots whizzing through. Decides to swing. Will not get the kill. And it is Team Pancake up 5-1 on Dust 2. Now, Spidey, you're a better player than me, at least from what I know. What do you think about this 5-1 lead on Dust 2? Is it possible for a comeback on Inferno like we saw earlier?
I think so. I mean, I honestly haven't played much Dust 2 when it came to CS2. So I only have like CSGO experience, and I know this is generally a CT-sided map, so I don't think a 5-1 lead is too crazy. But it's just, I mean, with placements, you never know. It's completely random. Like you could get an insane comeback like we saw in the previous match. So I'm excited to see what happens in this match.
I certainly am too. Newbie already up long. Trades happening all across the map. Random X and Newbie against Chigator, Mysterio, and Hunter Zone in a 2v3. Now a 2v2. Newbie sees the one. Oh my goodness, what a shot. I certainly wouldn't hit that. And the bomb goes down on the B side, though.
This is interesting.
Chigator
okay.
Between the two. Wow, I was
about to say, if he gets that
kill
kill
on more attention to what the round was going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he gets that kill, I don't think he realized that there was one on A, but if he was able to get that kill, the T's would have been in trouble because he would have been way too far away. But good round by the T's there.
Certainly so, and that's what they need to turn this 2-5 half around for them. Pistols over on the CT side, and we see a default spread. Oboe all the way up and sees the gun barrel, misses the first couple of shots, lands the others though, and that's the B player dead. And Hunter Zone taking a couple of deagle shots up towards mid. Chigator waiting for that long push. Newbie's gonna get Pancake, not ready for the other. Yes, they are. Gets the kill. And oh my goodness, it's a 3v3 already because of that kill happening. Oh my goodness.
God.
This is what we expect from the Global players. Shots popping off all around. Hunter Zone with the deagle will get taken out courtesy of the op of Random X and Mysterio and Oboe in a 2v2 against Bachu and Random X. Bomb goes down, both towards ramp. Mysterio ahead of the smoke. Spams, not gonna get it. Oh my goodness, through the smoke onto Bachu though. Random X on the ramp. Gonna get none. Had the surprise drop on him, but Oboe too quick. And it's gonna be 6-2 for the CT side here on Dust.
Yeah, that was a very
goodness.
impressive a retake for the CTs there. I mean, I wish I was switched to the deagle through the smoke because I'm really curious on how he connected that shot. But that completely opened the door and made it a a 2v1 on the retake, and they were just able to get the kill off before the T could really activate. So great retake for the CTs as they take a 6-2 lead.
So the question is, T side, what do you do? Do you rush B? You've got 5 AKs. You've got a lot of utility. It looks like that's what they decide to do. It's only going to be Hunter Zone here to reply. Oboe is in mid. Look at that. They're all bunched up B tunnels. Pancake already up catwalk here, sees that nobody is here, and so that's a lot of information for the CT side. You see Mysterio on your minimap has that long hold, and Pancake now going to see at least one, so knows that there's a lot of activity towards this lower site. Newbie going to clear Pancake on that catwalk and gain that position. You see the counter utility from the CT side going out. We got a Molotov, we got a smoke just in case they decide to push on the T side, but Team Random X just slowing it down a little bit off of that pick. And what do they decide to do? They still have plenty of utility, whatever they decide to do. Mysterio with the op and some utility throws that smoke towards mid. Newbie with a couple of shots. Chigator ready for that swing from Bachu, but is there another? Are they ready for it? Yes, they are. 2 kills. Can they get 3? Yes, they can. Chigator holding down the catwalk. That's huge for the CT side. It's all onto moving, and Random X moving with the bomb. Up cat. Random X gets the nade. Moving. Ready for that cat swing. That's Oboe dead and Random X dead as well, as Team Random X will get a third. 3-6 for this T side. A good reply, and the CT side broken economy-wise. Excuse me.
Yeah, the CTs, I was just about to compliment them on how well they're doing at stalling the Ts when they give up mid, and they're doing a really good job at not forcing anything, sitting back, smoking stuff off. But then, you know, those smokes ended up kind of working against them as they lost the site and weren't able to retake effectively, and the Ts get their third round.
I just want to compliment this cat aggression. As I say that, Newbie gonna kill Hunter Zone. That's gonna be the B aggression stifled, and Juicy Louie gets Oboe on cat. That's a lot of picks going Team Random X way. Of course, this is a slight eco. Not great weaponry. Chigator trying to get some deagle spam, but that won't work out, unfortunately for them. Can they get the reload and the re-kill? No. Moving, going to get one before getting deagled by Pancake, who's trying their best. Yes, that's 2 kills. It's one of the catwalk players, but Mysterio, again, this is an eco, and Pancake doing some great work, but Team Random X going to clean that up, and that's really what you need if you are on the T side. These anti-eco rounds, you just got to clean them up and keep grinding out the rounds, you know?
Yes, absolutely. You know, going in, if they get a 6-6 half here, you know, I'm not 100% an expert on Dust 2, but I'm pretty sure a 6-6 half is pretty good for the T side. But don't quote me on that, please, because I'm not 100% sure. But we'll see how these last 2 rounds go.
I'll full on it. I ban Dust 2 every single round, and Pancake gonna get taken out by the moving Mac-10, but Oboe lets one slide. Will the other be expecting this? Here's lots of information. Oh my goodness, Oboe has to be spamming in the voice comms. There's one here, there's one there, they're all around me. And Oboe creeps out mid, and Shigator is ready for this cat play. And oh my goodness, you see all of this. How have they not seen him? Random X gonna get taken down. Newbie with the trade immediately, but that's so much info. That's an op, and Oboe goes down. Oh man. Back and forth, the mind games go, but unfortunately, because it was an eco round, it's going to be Team Random X taking it. They clean it up despite the confusion. And like you said, Spidey, it's good if you are 6-6, and I banned us 2 a lot, but yeah, 6-6, I'll take it. Despite what half I'm on, I'll take 6-6 because it's Dust 2. It's a pug map.
Yep.
Everybody knows it. Everybody's played it for so much. And it just comes down to the mind games. Oboe gonna get out-offed by Random X, who drops suicide. Now going to throw a flashbang for this long aggression. It's going to be Pancake and Hunter Zone here to retrieve. Mysterio has Catwalk covered. Chigator all alone on B, and we see this utility go out. Now the CT's completely drained of utility. Team Random X got plenty enough to work with if they want to execute no matter where they want to go. And they're all mids, so they have the option, whatever they feel like, whatever type of information that they decide to get. The CT's smoke mid, and Mysterio gonna miss that op shot. That's a crucial one. Bachu, shout out the fellow BTAGM, gonna get that crucial kill. That's gonna be an execute out onto A from Bachu, but it's all a fake. The bomb is towards B. Pancake not gonna win the duel. Hunter Zone will for the immediate trade, but it is still 4 versus 2. Chigator now discovered over on the B site. 4 of these T's just crunching through mid, and Chigator spots the bomb and gets one, but is immediately traded, and it is a 3 versus 1. Hunter Zone spotted out. Random X gonna get the Tech 9 kill to secure a 6-6 half for this T side. It's Dust 2, it's global, it's anybody's game.
Yes, 6-6 is a great half. I can't remember how far down they were, but the fact that they were able to string those rounds together. Some of them were scrappy, some of them, they weren't easy wins. So it's good to see that, we're back neck and neck, 6-6, going to the second half.
Look, this perfectly describes Wednesday night Counter-Strike. You're 6-6. It's a pug. It's placements. Everybody's having fun, but at the same time, they're taking it seriously. Newbie's going to get one. Hunter Zone is immediately going to reply. All 4 of these T-side players are towards B. They finally get the backpack player, and they burst out onto the site. Bachu trying to hold on and get the kill before the plant will get one, but that's not the planter. Swings out and gets immediately traded by Pancake. Chigator gets another, and it's all on to moving. A 1v3 will get the flank onto the B player. Hunter Zone unaware, switches to the Glock, has 20 bullets, spots the player who is in the window, but gets traded by the player who is Car, and now we are 6-7 in favor of Team Pancake. They got the plant, they have money, they're on the T side. Let's see what they do with it.
6-7, everyone's favorite scoreline nowadays. It was a good pistol win. They were able to get their frags exiting the tunnel. They did a really good job. Oh my gosh, I think we just got a double tag on the scout down mid. I just saw 2 people's health bar go down.
No
That's a
shot.
3rd tag. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my goodness, you're on pistols. Oh, Bachu. That's rough. B-side's just immediately open. Chigator swings out with the Max 10, farming the money, gets the kill. Hunter Zone with 2 of their own on the Galil, and now it's Scout versus Deagle. The Deagle wins. Newbie in a 1v3. They know where you are. They're rushing with the Galils. And it's over. Team Pancake with the spray, with the kill. Oh my goodness. Is the snowball happening, Spidey?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it. I mean, they did. I can't remember if they forced or saved for the CTs, but their buy's not the greatest. They got an MP9. We got some full kits. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 full kits. So.
Well, you say full kits. Do they have any kits? Is the question.
Oh, that's a good question. I don't see any.
Used kit on the CT side. Hunter Zone with 2, Bachu with 1. But regardless, that long aggression is painting out for the T side. A trade on the CT side in lower tunnels. They know that it's probably going to be an A hit because of all of that long aggression and those long kills. We can see on the minimap 3 T players grouped up. They got the bomb. They're all long. They've got just a little bit of utility compared to the no utility. And again, no kits on the CT side. going to be Juicy Louie. Jumps up, is spotted, and so has to back off. Moving is hiding Gandalf. This is a great spot. I love it. Unfortunately, the plant goes down, and
I don't think
I
they're
mean,
gonna
look,
expect
do
it
you
though.
really expect moving here? Yeah, I don't think you do, but is it too little, too late? Oh, no, the dinks go down, but it's just not enough. The kills go the way of Team Pancake, and again, the long aggression works out, and the CT side rough economically.
Yeah, I mean that round was, you know, 2 kills away from just absolutely going in the CTs. Moving had such great positioning. I think he was able to get a dink on that the opper on site, and then pushed Goose and almost got that kill. That would have completely won him the round, but unfortunately just couldn't get it done. And the T's take their 9th round.
Oh, and you know what? I respect the lower aggression. You got a lot of damage. You got 1 kill, but unfortunately it just doesn't work out, or does it? Random X on an AK. Mysterio hiding here, knows that there's one. It's a 2v3 scenario. The 2 CT players, wise decision to crunch up on this mid aggression, but unfortunately Bachu does not clear lower mid. Forced into a 1v2 situation after that kill, and A-Site completely secured, the bomb going down on top of the boxes, which makes it even harder for this round win, and Team Pancake in such a strong position to get double digits, and there they go off the op of Chigator, 13 and 11. Strong pair of hands here. Team Pancake on double digits early, and I mean, this is a steamroll so far on the T side. What do you do if you're a CT player, Spidey?
Honestly, you got to change something up because nothing's working. You've lost 4 straight in a row, and you just something's got to change. It looks like they're gonna try and take long aggression here and try and win that. Maybe just get some space. The double nade on Oboe, that's gonna do a lot of damage. There's gonna be 80 health. He's gonna lose right there, and gonna win them long. Give them a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room, but the T's are just gonna eat up that mid space and kind of control that area. It looks like the CTs are gonna try and retake this.
And I agree about the damage. Oh, Juicy Louie, this is an awkward engagement. Tries to throw the utility, tries to get the gun out. It's back and forth. 2 up catwalk. Newbie will get the op kill. I was just going to mention that Oboe, despite going down HP earlier, switches over to the op, which is a powerful weapon so far. Random X not ready for Mysterio on that lower lurk. And honestly, Newbie, you're genuinely just trying to save the op at this point, which is basically impossible. Gets the no-scope, gets the other one, but Team Pancake, they're just 2 on fire right now. They've switched over to the T side. They're playing together. They're playing trades. They're looking to just claim an undefeated T side here on Dust 2. And I'll be honest, this is why I ban it like every single time.
Yep. Because at what point, what do you do now? You know, I feel like you run out of options. I think at this point, I would just 5-man up mid. Just screw it. Against the op. Like, just try something different. It looks like that's what they're doing. They're going right up middle to get that space, trying to catch them off guard. They get the kill long doors. And so what do they do with the space now?
Well, and it's important. And again, it's like, what do you do? Like you said, you have all of this space, but you've seen nothing else.
Yep.
Right? Like your B player, they're not like immediately pushing out B. They're not throwing a ton of utility. So you like kind of know they're B, but you haven't fully cleared T site. Juicy Louie ready for Chigator. Knows that there's another one there, but doesn't have any utility whatsoever to stop this. And so the T side, they're just swinging out. Juicy Louie runs out of ammo in the mag. Bachu will get one, but Pancake immediately replies. It's all on to Pancake, and that is a much needed round from the CT side. I mean, we were talking about it earlier, but like, what do you do?
Right.
You've got an op on Bachu. You've got a couple of rifles. You've got an SMG. Like, where do you get aggressive, right?
Right. And I think the good call was to take mid there because, I mean, every round we were seeing the T's were taking that mid basically for free and was just kind of dictating on what site they wanted to go to. So it was really important that the CTs got that mid control early.
And And you know, Spidey, maybe we're overanalyzing this just a tad because again, this is the placement match.
It is.
So maybe people have it together on the CT side and the T side's not that comfortable. You know, moving in a 1v4 scenario, we see just that A aggression coming out early and being successful for Team Pancake, going up onto match point. And, you know, if you're Team Random X, you try your best, you shake it off, you have fun.
Hey, and you know what the
Right?
best thing about placements are? You get one done, you queue right back into another one, and you get right back into another game. You know, hopefully there's
Exactly.
not that long of queue times, but you know, that's what I love about placements is these games are just for fun. They're not meant for you know, you win, you lose, you go to the next one, you play. It's all just to have fun, to gain experience, get to know people in the community, and just, you know, meet new people, meet new players. It's just a really fun experience that not a lot of, you know, other leagues are able to do that. You kind of always have to have a stack to join a league, which can be difficult to do, to find 5 people with a, you know, similar skill level as you that want to compete at a competitive level. And so that's what Entry Point does a really good job as, is you don't need that 5 stack. You just need yourself, you need Counter-Strike, you need a computer, and you need Face It. So once you join, you're basically able to just find a team and it does the work for you, and then you just compete and get better.
Yeah. And I mean, we're out here, we're casting it, you know, like, oh, serious, the CTs should do this, the Ts should do this. But I mean, hey, we're practicing too, right?
Yes. Yes.
This is placements. We're all having fun.
Yep.
We're having some fun analyzing Team Pancake with an undefeated T side here on Dust 2, if I'm not mistaken.
They did get
Did
one
Team
round.
Random X
The
get
CT,
one? Oh,
they
they
got
did
one.
get one.
Yes.
Okay. All right. CT's got one. CT's got one. Team Pancake clearing it out on the T side. And again, this is all about placements. You re-queue. We have another. Dust 2, banging gameplay. A little bit T-sided, but hey, that's how it is here sometimes at Entry Point Esports. We welcome you all to join this fun Counter-Strike league that we've got going on. If you want to harness this energy, you know, like, oh, hey, this is how we played in placements. Now we're a team. Boom. We're doing even better. That's what we're all about here at Entry Point Esports. We will throw it to a short break, I believe,
Yep.
right, Spidey?
Yep.
And we will be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
All right. Bye.
Welcome back, everybody, to Entry Point Esports Placement Match Night 2. We're continuing the fun on a Wednesday night here with some Silver Division play. We're on Mirage. We switched from the classic Pug map of Dust 2 over to Mirage. Team Homicide up 2-0 on the CT side already. They've got a couple of rifles, an SMG, and one death down already, courtesy of the A execute of Team Azure. And it's working out very well. The CT side find themselves in a 2v5 scenario. Homicide, the leader of this team behind this jungle smoke, will get one, who is caught between the connector and the jungle peak. Azure ready for the repeat though, and swings to get the trade onto the CT player for that first T round. And now, Spidey, we've switched from global to silver, from the top tier to the bottom tier. But regardless, there is some fun Counter-Strike to be had here. What are you expecting from this match?
A lot of fun, exciting rounds, and I want to say one thing. I love when we switch to silver because I love seeing the Doom field of view, model stance, because it's just always so funny to see what you're looking down the gun barrel. That's how you know you're in a silver game or a low elo game. It's so fun to watch. Sometimes I love watching these more than globals because you just never know when a round is over. It's not over until it's 0 or all the players on the other team are eliminated, because it could completely swing, and that's what makes silver games so fun to watch.
You're absolutely right. I've witnessed it firsthand. Silver games can go anywhere from clear victories, clear losses, clear victories into clear losses. Draco with one, and then immediately gets another. That's the bottom mid attack from the CT side gone. Owned by Cuss. Gonna try and get through the murder hole, but that's gonna be Homicide in the window to trade. This is a 2v3 scenario, definitely doable. But as I say that, Team Azure secures it 2-2 on the T side.
Yep.
And having played in the silver tier and played Mirage, we said this like just a second ago. I don't know which side is like favored. Like genuinely, it could be like literally the game could be a CT somp, and then we switch over to the T side for the CTs, and then they just get wrecked like by the other side.
Right.
And that's the fun part. And we see 5 rushing towards B, owned by Cuss already in this underpass with the UMP. My personal switch over from the MP9. Homicide gonna get a kill on the FAMAS. Gonna get another. That's some good spray control. And gonna get, unfortunately not a third. Traded out immediately by Draco. But regardless, the P90, shout out Barefooter.
Kickflip.
Gonna get the final kill and the kickflip. Team Homicide immediately reply. And money looking good for the CT side, kind of. Count Fula, look, I played last game with you. You got some great kills and some great flanks with the P90. I'm not going to count you out. You're 2-2. But, P90 rush A. Let's see how this comes to fruition. Of course, we have the courtesy of the minimap, and we see that 5 are rushing up middle.
He's in a good spot here.
Already with a deagle kill. Oh, it's the P90! Gets one! And good damage onto another. Count Fula has to reload. Oh no! The A1S is chiming out, 1 kill apiece. And finally, the AK of Azure secures a man advantage, but immediately traded out by Harmless Target. Oh no, Homicide gets another, and it's Lil Pooh all alone.
With the
in
P90.
A 1v2 scenario with the P90. Smokes them off. That's a great CT smoke. Stops the boost. Immediately prepared for another, sees the jump, but no, it's going to be Homicide with the AK to secure a 4th for the T round. And it's so, I'll be honest, it's hard to cast these rounds because they're so back and forth. That's what I love about Silver. Like, one thing happens, immediately another, and then another, and then another, and we're back and forth and blah, blah, blah. But we're 4-2 on the CT side.
Yeah, silver or low elo games are just a blast to watch because, you know, like I said earlier, the round is literally never over until it is over because anything could flip. A 5K could come out of nowhere, a retake. Like, it's a back and forth battle, and it's just always really fun to watch.
Count Fula gonna immediately push A with that P90, gonna get some damage, but that's unfortunately all. The A execute comes out from Team Azure. It's looking good so far. They have quite a bit of utility and map advantage, but that's going to be Waffles on the ops, going to secure the man advantage. And another A1S kill comes out, trades back and forth. The bomb does go down, and we get into this close plant. And again, it's just trades back and forth and back and forth. These teams are battling it out. Draco does have patience in the T side in the apartments, excuse me, that's Palace. The molly comes out, the smoke goes out, the defuse goes out. Team Homicide up 5-2. And I mean, I'd argue the CT side is kind of the easier side if you are on Mirage.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
You know, and another thing too that's important about, you know, try to dictate what side is more favorable. The biggest thing that kind of goes into that is kind of the skill. Like, I know some maps, like especially Inferno, like higher skill, those tend to lean more towards T side because you can kind of get a lot of map control early. But then in lower skill levels, they tend to be more CT sided, just because it's really hard to take space if you don't know util and stuff like that. So it really kind of depends on the skill level that's playing the map. It can really dictate whether which side is favorable, and it's just really interesting to see.
And you know, I'm in silver. I have been at the silver tier. Sometimes it's just how you're feeling that day.
Yep.
Sometimes Monday you're popping off. Sometimes Wednesday immediately you're not feeling it. Sometimes in the beginning of the game you're feeling it. Sometimes at the end of the game you're feeling it. It's back and forth. And that's the fun part about watching silver, honestly, is that look, we are in a 3v2 scenario. Immediately the second I call that out, we are in a 2v1 scenario, and Draco can't get the other. Homicide will get 3, Waffles with 2, and look, we sit back, we call it out, that we see it, and we have fun casting it. Homicide up 10-4, harmless target 11-5. Players to watch on the CT side. Be the Light, the shining player here, pulling out the op. Looks like going to be a double op setup on the T side.
Oh, he's holding.
And yeah, let's see what they do.
Okay, I was about to say, double op on the T side was very ballsy, and I was curious to see what they do with that, but you never know. Like in Silver, you could do 5 ops and probably win the round, so it's just fun to see what works and what doesn't work in this tier.
It's worked so far, right? Look, you're 5v4. You're pushing up Cat. Combat opping is Be the Light. Do they expect the player Cat? Yes, they do. Unfortunately, just a little bit to the left. Harmless target, who is having a great game, secures the catwalk play. 0 swinging on in, not going to get anything, unfortunately. Azure will with the op, but that's all. And the CT side holding it up.
Yeah. One thing I do want to note, these are, you know, with these being placement games, you're getting matched with, you know, it's basically just like a solo queue pug, and everyone's a solo. And sometimes I'm really impressed with how, you know, how much teamwork there actually goes into these games. And, you know, how players are holding each other's angles for each other and, you know, making sure that they got your back, or I got your back and stuff like that. I'm holding this for you, I'm holding that. And they're working really well, and I'm seeing really good things out of the CT side when, you know, one player peeks, all right, I'm holding this while you peek and stuff like that. So they're doing an excellent job.
You bring up a good point. You know, we get a little bit maybe over analytical being on the casting desk because we can see everything.
Right.
We can see the X-ray. We can see like how players are throwing utility, things of that nature. But this is the silver tier, and you're right. The CT side having some good reactions and, you know, even some good fight on the T side. We've seen some good A utility. We've seen some good coordination, even though it's not necessarily working out for them in this scenario. You know, that could very easily change. Look, we switch over to the CT side, and all of a sudden, you know, those ideas that they had that were like semi-working, all of a sudden they work because they're on the CT side, they're on the slightly favor side, right?
Right.
Maybe for some of these players, it's the more comfortable side. So we'll have to see as this game develops what these players do. And look at that, Lil Plu, only 2 flashes, excuse me, but having a lineup, Count Fula ready for this A aggression, sees a lot of players, but will get taken out to the Glock. It's a semi-eco round from Team Azure. They're looking to do as much damage as possible. Owned by Cuss on that default site. Gonna get 2 kills. Waffle with 1, but the Deagle of 0 to immediately reply. And 0 in a 1v2 scenario knows that 1 is possibly coming from CT courtesy of that flash. I like this play. This is exactly what you want to see. Just a little bit of patience. A minute left in the round. Both of these CTs ready on the CT side. Harmless target. Gonna get this kill and push Team Homicide into 9-2. But again, we see some great ideas coming out from the T side.
Right. One thing I did want to note when we were talking about what side's favorable, I think honestly T's kind of have a more tricky setup, especially with it being placements and everyone's a solo. Doing execs and strats and stuff like that can be really challenging, especially with Mirage. Like, you kind of need to know smokes, you need to take space and work together. And so the CTs are doing a really excellent job of kind of just shutting everything down and preventing them from even getting close to setting up and a chance to win the round. So T's are struggling right now to do that, but the CTs are doing a really good job at preventing it from even getting to a close round.
And you see here, again, like you mentioned, utility maybe not being nearly as sharp, not being nearly as prepared. That window smoke missing, but a little bit of a good reply. Okay, well, we missed that window smoke, but what do we do? Okay,
right.
So we've got to kill up mid. We've got to kill up cat. Okay, let's immediately apply this pressure B. Some good sightings here out of Team Azure, despite Waffle getting that kill. 1 spotted bench, courtesy of Cuss. Waffle's trying to slowly push out. Azure on that op, gets 1, decides to go for the aggression on Van. Waffle's unsure where this last player is. You're absolutely right. Now knows courtesy of that utility, but look at this bomb placement. It's awkward, and Lil Poo ready. That's 3-9. In favor, excuse me, I should say 9-3 in favor of the CT side. A little bit of fight coming from the T side. And I mean, yeah, let's see what Team Azure can do. And I mean, Silver, if you've got a good mentality, you can bring this back, right?
Right. Yeah. I think it all starts with this pistol. I think if the CTs lose this pistol, it's going to be a really tough, difficult obstacle to bring that back. So I think this is make or break. If they win it, that you can kind of string 3 rounds together. But it all depends on this pistol right here. It's really important they can get this win.
Ooh. That is a tough one. Harmless target leading in the game. And so far leading in kills in this round. As I say that, Count Fula and Homicide pick up 1 each of their own.
That's
it's
the
a
bomb
full
player.
8. The bomb has not gone down quite yet, but they spot it, and it's a 1v3 scenario. Waffles with the P250 secures double digits for Team Homicide. That's not what you want to see on the CT side.
And their buy is so bad too. It's like, what do you do here? Do you force? Or do you save and, hopefully try to string 8 rounds to make it a tie game at 11-11? It looks like they're got 1 MP9. I don't really know what they're doing. It's, it's Silver. You got 2 people buying, 3 people saving. Oh, we have a revolver on 1 team. So I think they're just doing whatever they want to do and just probably trying to get this game over with.
Get it over with. Have some fun.
Yep.
Do your best at. Look, hey, you play your comfort just a little bit. You see what you can get. You try and get as much info for your team as possible. Be the light. Spots the 1 despite being flashed and will get that kill. Tries to get the weapon. Spots 2. Dropping down Van. Throws the
That needs to be huge.
Oh my goodness. Back and forth. Let's go. That's the bomb down. Be the light. Somehow surviving in this round. All sorts of craziness going on around them, and despite that, they get 2 kills. and will go down, but immediately traded by Draco. Zero here to support the teammate. A very
the
crucial
revolver.
round indeed. Zero with the
Oh
RS
my
at the second. Yes, they do.
Why did I
It's
doubt the
GG
revolver?
round. Dude,
I was
you know
doubting
what? You
it.
saw it played at a global level, and you're like,
Hey, you literally never know with these tier or these divisions. I mean, holy cow.
I love it. I love it. I love it. You gotta stay in it. You gotta stay in it to win it. We are
Yep.
currently 4-10. Team Azure fighting for their lives out here, forcing Team Homicide onto an eco despite the scout. And that's going to be the Light getting the early kill. Oh my goodness. Gets glocked down, but Azure immediately to a trade. That's 2 for them on the round so far. And 2 left for the T side. Waffles trying to get a dig onto that cat player, but won't. And will get killed instead for their spam. And now Azure knows that that last player is mid and will get the kill. A 4K for Azure, putting them on 14-12, 5-10 for the CT side. You're starting to warm up. You got an op, you got 2 rifles you can drop, you got full utility, you got full armor. I mean, things are looking good.
Yep. And no bomb plants the past 2 rounds for the T's. Their buy is not looking great at all, and it's a mixed buy coming out of the T's. So there's not really any you know, you got a Deagle, you got 2 Deagles, a MAC-10, an AK, and a Galil. Some people are full buying, and some people kind of are like half buying. So interesting to see. You never know with Silver. This could be the most perfect buy ever. You literally never know. So we'll see what they do.
Well, and to your point, it's like that half. Do you give the AK to Harmless Target, who is currently 17-8, or do you just put him on the Deagle and then you have like AKs for the rest? Homicide to immediately trade Be the Light, who got a kill early and some information that there is a player underpass. Azure seems aware. Waffles will get a kill onto Lil Poo. That's the A site secured. But bomb is in mid. You see a lot of those CT players grouped up. Homicide will push up. That's information gathered. There's an opper there. 2v3 scenario for these CT players. They turn it into a 2v2 courtesy of Azure, who spots that player triple. Bomb is in an awkward spot. It's in between Connector and Jungle, and both of these CT players are there. And Harmless Target, the last alive with the Deagle, will get a little bit of damage onto Azure, who's on 9 HP, but it's going to be Zero with 2 kills. Azure with 2 kills in the round as well to secure 6 and to keep the CT streak alive. Slowly they're building back into this game.
Yep, absolutely. The T's did a really good job there early round to get that space, and they sent one in Apps, and then they sent one in Palace, and then they put 2 underpass, and one I think was top mid. They were really doing really good, even with a low buy. They weren't acting like it was a low buy at all. They did a really good job and were able to get that space. It's just they couldn't get that bomb across and get it down, and that was ultimately why they ended up losing that round, because it just got caught in a really weird position, and CT's took advantage of that.
And you know, on the CT or on the T side, excuse me, it can be a little bit difficult once these CTs start posting some rounds in these lower tiers. What do? You know, if you're the T side and you've got the opportunity to dictate the pace, but you can't really dictate the pace. Maybe you don't know how to. Maybe what you are proficient at is getting shut down. What do you do to reply? And you see Be the Light is going to get that kill onto Count Falula. Waffles, ooh, trying to get 2 on the scout. Forces these CTs into a 3v3 scenario owned by Cuss, who's in that sandwich position. Will get a kill. Waffles will get 1, but Harmless Target will immediately trade them out. That's a team kill. Lil Poo does have good odds in this round to win it, despite the bomb going down.
Oh, there's a kit right there.
Yeah, and owned by Cuss, 29. Harmless Target, 28. They know where one is. Lil Poo maybe spotting the other. We'll have to see what happens. Gets the one, knows where the other is. drops down and gets the kill. That's 2 for Lil Pooh to keep the CT side alive. 7 and 10. Are we going to see another comeback, Spidey?
I don't know. I have no idea how he got that first kill. I think he was in mid-air, or maybe his right foot was still on that ledge, but he like just headshotted him or body shot him. I know he was weak, but that was an incredible shot. And then he got the read on the guy on underpass. He saw him right before he went under there, or not underpass, under palace, and just able to just pick apart the T's post plant there, and got the 7th round win for his team. And the CTs are not going away here easily at all.
And that's what you want to see. It's placements. Yeah, you can go down. That's okay. But do you have the tenacity to bring it back? We've been talking about it all night. We've seen a lot of different scenarios. Placements, they're not like, super weighted. It doesn't matter super much. If you lose one, you can go on to the next. But showcasing this type of tenacity and this type of gameplay, not giving up, is what you want to see in the placement matches. Trades going off across the map, back and forth. A minute left on the clock. We are in a 4v2 scenario in favor of this T side. 4v1. Be the light. Gonna get one. Oh, cannot adjust onto the other. And after a good string of CT rounds, Team Homicide will finally pick up a T round. The money broken on the CT side. Team Homicide looking to push it to match point.
Yeah, absolutely. This is, I mean, the CT still have a good, okay buy with an op. But, if they lose this, that'll be match point for the T's, and a steep hill to climb. Kind of put a damper on this comeback that they're trying to get. Oh, and Waffles takes out Azure, and that's a man advantage for the T's as they try to get match point.
And speaking from an AGM perspective, I mentioned just a little bit ago about placement matches. It doesn't matter super much if you win or if you lose, as long as you have the tenacity, as long as you're bringing it back. You wonder what the comms are like. We don't necessarily hear them, but if you're playing in these placement matches and this is how the score is going, you want the comms to be positive. You want to try and keep the vibes high. Look, it's placement. We're trying to do our best. Be the Light is popping off. 21 and 17 doing their best.
It looks like
as we get into a 2v2 scenario.
It looks like Waffles got his revenge in a team kill. He team killed Harmless Target with a molly. I'm not sure how that happened. Just wanted to mention that.
You know how it happens, Spidey. You know how it happens.
He was looking for that. He was looking for his opportunity with the molly.
Yeah. Oh, whoops.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
My bad.
Sorry. I wanted to add one important thing. It is placements. It's important to, have upbeat spirits and the tenacity and everything. But most importantly, we're all here to have fun. We're not pros. We're not competing for any money at all. It's just we're here just to get better, have fun, just do something in the week to look forward to, be a part of something, be a part of a fun community. That's just the most important thing we want to achieve with this league and the community, is just have fun and get better at Counter-Strike. There's just a lot of ways to do it, and that's what starts here with the placements. And we're kicking off, and we've seen a lot of new faces, met a lot of new people. Just excited to get the season underway and see where it takes us.
You're absolutely right, and look at that. Already owned by Cuss with the trade. The CT side crumbling, unfortunately, for them in this placement match. Despite it being, for fun, you do try just a little bit. There's a 50-50. It's for fun, but you also try. Team Homicide will secure the victory 13-7. And again, like you mentioned, Spidey, we're all here. We're having fun. We're having a good time. AGMs, like myself, we're out here. We're scouting different players. And look, maybe you lose, but what is your mentality when you lose?
Yeah,
are you
your
trying
attitude?
To learn from it? Are you trying to, are you flaming your teammates? Oh, I didn't like what they did. I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Or is it, oh, man, I could have thrown this smoke. I could have helped my teammate here. I could have done this. I could have done that. that's what everybody's trying to figure out during placements. We're all trying to get, familiar with each other. Everybody's meeting everybody. You've got AGMs, GMs, they're out scouting. You've got, regular players, all sorts of different tiers. Everybody's just having fun. We're playing some Counter-Strike. We take it semi-seriously, but also at the same time, if we lose, it's not that big of a deal. How do you deal with the loss? It's all a learning experience here at
Yes.
the Entry Point Esports, especially if you're in the silver tier.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest thing we're trying to achieve is, just improve your gameplay while, having fun while you do it. If you like what you see in these matches and you want to get casted or you want to meet new people and be a part of a community, all you have to do is join our Discord at discord.gg/entrypoint. We're a free volunteer ran esports league for CS2, and it's completely free. You just can just join. You can check it out if you want to. If you don't like it, you can leave. But it's a cool community. I've met so many new people, so many friendly faces in here that will welcome you. They'll answer any questions you have. If you want to get better at the game, that we have coaches that will coach you to get better at the game. And then you can perform live on this live stream that we're streaming on with casters, with observers. So just how the pros play, you can get play just like the pros, and that's what we're just trying to achieve here with Entry Point. That's discord.gg/entry point. Atrax, do you have anything final to say before we wrap up?
If you're out there playing placements, if you're out there watching, I hope you have fun. I know we took it semi-serious on the stream, but we're just trying to provide the level of content that we want to provide during the regular league. So, don't take it too hard. If we flamed you just a little bit like, oh, you missed this, you missed that, that's okay.
It's okay.
Look,
You move
we're
on.
all warming up. We're all going to have fun. And that's the point. Join, like Spidey said, join entrypointesports.com, discord.gg/entrypoint, and enjoy yourselves. We all vibing. I'm vibing with you, Spidey.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having
Absolutely.
me.
Yes, thank you. We'll see you guys later.